Good morning. It is 6:49 a.m. on Tuesday, February 14th, 2017. I'm Christiana Ellis and I am trying to do too many things at once. This is 5 more minutes. So it's also Valentine's Day, I guess. Happy Valentine's Day if that's important to you guys. I mentioned trying to do too many things at once, and it does have me somewhat off my game at the moment, I think. Uh, the I've not yet solved the problem with my iTunes, and I also sort of randomly decided that right now was the right time to start a full system virus scan. So that's running. And then I realized a moment ago that I had started my video going without realizing it. And so I have a 2-minute video of me mostly looking idly at the screen, clicking a little bit. After I shut it off, there was a brief moment of, would that be an interesting video to just to show this is me when I don't know I'm being recorded? And then I watched a little bit of it. It's like, no, not really. It's just me looking at the screen and clicking. So I'm going to talk today about Lego Batman. Yay! I went to see the Lego Batman movie on Saturday, and I liked it a lot. I'm not going to say it's perfect, because I think there was stretches of the movie where it was a little chaotic for me. I mean, it's one thing to be kind of frenetic, and that's part of the style. But there's a few spots in it where it's a little bit too much. Like you imagine a 3-year-old with their toys going. There's a little bit too much of that for me. But not by a lot, but only by a little. And really, that's the worst thing I can say about the movie, because most of it is just glorious. Lego Batman, of course, was one of the highlight characters from the Lego movie, which came out a couple of years back, which was kind of a revelation in the sense that it was so much better than it kind of needed to be. That was a movie where I don't think anyone would have been surprised if it was just kind of a cash in. Hey, look, let's make a movie about these toys so that people will want to buy the toys. And that's what everyone thought that it was going to be, and then it turned out to be amazing. So Lego Batman movie is less of a relevation, less of a revelation in that sense, because it's from, the same kind of people. So it seems like it's less surprising that it's good. But it is good. And it explores a side of Batman that I really appreciated, because I think that side has been neglected in recent years. And namely, that's the side of, why does Batman need a Robin? Why does Batman need this extended Bat family? Or does he? Because the movie versions have definitely downplayed that element about it. Even as in, the Nolan trilogy, for example, it shows that he relies to some extent on, Lucius Fox and Alfred, of course. And he has allies, but he still very much keeps everybody at arm's length. And to some extent, that is always part of Batman, even in the stories where it explores other stuff. But I what I like about the Lego Batman movie is it is literally not about just the idea that you can't, or it's like Batman is so hyper competent. It's not so much that he can't defeat the bad guys on his own. It's almost more about he doesn't have to. This idea that he has to take on the burden all by himself and be self-sacrificing and alone as a consequence of being the only one who can stop the problem. It's about how that is a self-defeating and self-destructive logic, and there's no reason to have to do it that way. There are people who want to help and are capable of helping, and him preventing them from helping him only hurts him and doesn't help anyone. And I thought that was an interesting take for Batman, which is not something that's been more common recently. And not only that, but the movie is just filled with Batman trivia and lore and goofy Lego stuff, and it's great. It's if you had any interest in like a Lego Batman movie, that could be fun. It is. It's fun. If you're the kind of person who is just all like looking at the trailer and just somehow find it inexplicable that anyone would ever want to make or see this movie, well, that's fine, I guess. But at that point, you wouldn't really probably be listening to my review to help you decide whether to see it or not, right? I mean, I don't think it's going to persuade anyone who is sitting there with arms folded and saying, "Prove yourself to me, Lego Batman movie." But I'm on board already, so loved it. All right, so hopefully I can try to figure out all of these other things that I'm trying to do at once and get to work and all of that. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow for 5 more minutes.